All right, so in the second part of this video, we are going to look at advanced trinomials. And what I mean by advanced trinomials is all of the trinomials that we have looked at so far, the number in front of x squared, our a term, has been 1. Okay, and as such, we haven't written it. Or it's been able to be factored out by greatest common factor. What we want to look at for advanced trinomials is we want to look at a case where there is a number in front of x squared and it cannot be factored out by greatest common factor. There's no greatest common factor in this trinomial right here. Now I'm going to warn you in advance. These are tough and they take a lot of work. The process isn't actually that hard, but they take a lot of work. You're going to do a lot of them in this lesson, but then going forward, you're not always going to do lots of these. So I don't want you to shy away from doing them, but you need to understand the process for doing them. The first thing that we're going to do, this is a step-by-step procedure. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to identify A, B, and C. So in this case, A is 2, B is -9, C is -5. All right, don't bring the x's, and make sure that you bring the signs. The signs are important. Here's our setup. This is called the ACB method, okay? So we're going to do A times C, and then we're going to do B. A times C literally means 2 times -5. So this is going to be -10, and B is -9. And what we want is we want to find two numbers that multiply to -10 and add to -9. So this setup is the same every single time. You're going to do A times C, and that one is going to be the multiplication one. And then you're going to take B, and that's going to be the addition one. And what you want to do is you can use your calculator trick now. We want two numbers that multiply to -10 and add to -9. Well, those two numbers are going to be -10 and +1. -10 times 1 equals -10. -10 plus 1 equals -9. Okay, next step. Next step is called the substitution step. I'm going to take the 2x squared and the -5, the A term and the C term, and I'm going to bring those down. Those are going to stay exactly the same. But in the middle, I'm going to put what I just found, and I have to put x's on them. So it's going to be -10, -10x plus 1x. That's like a substitution step, okay? Now I want you to notice that this polynomial is the exact same thing as this polynomial. It's just I split up the middle term. I split the middle term. Now I'm going to do Punnett square in reverse. So I'm going to draw my Punnett square, my area model, and I'm going to fill in what came here. The 2x squared goes in the upper left, the -5 goes in the lower right. The other two you can do either way you want. Doesn't matter. Now I'm going to do Punnett square in reverse. The easiest way to do this is to pick any column or any row and take the greatest common factor of that row or column. So like for example, let me look here. Notice that if I had 2x squared minus 10x, the greatest common factor of just 2x squared and -10x would be 2x. Now from here, you can fill in the other 3 spots by saying, what would I multiply 2x by in order to get 2x squared? I would multiply it by x. What would I multiply 2x by in order to get -10x? I would multiply it by -5. And then lastly, what would I multiply -5 by in order to get -5? I would multiply it by 1. And you can see that that works here as well. 1 times x is 1x. And now you have your factors. You can write them 2x plus 1 and x minus 5. And using the trick that I already showed you for checking, you could check that to make sure that these factors would multiply together to give you this. In fact, if you follow this process backwards, it's just like multiplying using the area model. If I asked you to multiply these two things, you would use area model. You would put them on the outside, you'd fill in the inside. You'd take the insides and you'd write them out. And the last step would be to combine like terms, which will get you right back to here. So this process, as we've talked about multiple times, factoring is the reverse of multiplying. If you went in reverse, it all works out the way you know it should. Good luck.